Hold on, look. So where it will go? Okay, fine. तो पाइथन क्या है? सबसे पहले तो थोड़ा बैकग्राउंड दे दूँ। ये मशीन लर्निंग है, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस क्या होती है। तो क्या है कि बहुत सारे हम डिफरेंट डिफरेंट प्रोग्राम्स हम बनाते हैं। तो वो प्रोग्राम अपने आप में खुद खुद ही अपने आप को करेक्ट करने की क्षमता रखते हैं। मतलब कुछ ऐसे पैटर्न्स हमने बना दिए, कुछ ऐसे प्रोग्राम्स बना दिए जिससे हम कुछ प्रेडिक्ट कर सकते हैं। तो उस प्रेडिक्शन के बेसिस पे हम फ्यूचर में, मतलब पास्ट डाटा को लेकर के हम फ्यूचर को प्रेडिक्ट कर सकते हैं। तो इस आप लोगों में से स्टैट्स, कोई स्टैट्स बैकग्राउंड से हो, कोई मैथ्स, किसी की मैथ्स बहुत अच्छी हो, ऐसे कोई है क्या? मतलब थोड़ा बैकग्राउंड जानकारी मिल जाए तो ज़्यादा बेटर रहेगा।
No, no, I am from commerce background.
ओके मोहित, यू आर फ्रॉम? चलिए कोई बात नहीं। तो मैं जावा में काम करता हूँ। मैं सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर हूँ और जावा में काम करता हूँ। पाइथन तो जस्ट मेरा शौक है और इसलिए मैं डाटा एनालिसिस ये सब चीज़ें सीख रहा हूँ। तो अब क्या है कि कोडिंग ना सब जगह एक जैसी ही होती है। उसमें क्या है कि कुछ बेसिक चीज़ें आएंगी आपके सामने, जैसे लाइब्रेरी आएंगी। लाइब्रेरी क्या होती है? एक तरह से डिक्शनरी जिसमें ग्रामर दी रखी होती है, मतलब वोकेबलरी और उसकी मीनिंग दे रखी होती है। फिर कुछ सिंटैक्स सिंटैक्स आएंगे उनके, किस तरह से उसको लिखा जाना है। कुछ कीवर्ड्स होंगे, वेरिएबल्स होंगे, कैसे वेरिएबल डिफाइन करते हैं, कैसे उनकी उनका जो है कंट्रोल कंट्रोल स्टेटमेंट्स होती हैं कुछ। इफ एल्स लूप्स वगैरह होते हैं, वो थोड़ा सा आएंगे, है ना। और सबसे पहले पता है पहले क्या था? सी लैंग्वेज थी। सी लैंग्वेज में क्या स्ट्रक्चरल प्रोग्रामिंग होती थी। स्ट्रक्चरल प्रोग्रामिंग मतलब मेथड बनाए जाओ और एक के बाद एक मेथड कॉल करे जाओ। या तो एक मेथड से दूसरे मेथड को कॉल कर लो, या कई सारे मेथड को एक मेन प्रोग्राम के अंदर लिख के कॉल कर लो। तो पहले वो चलता था, प्रोसीजरल प्रोग्रामिंग कहते थे उसको। अभी आ गई है अभी आ गई है ये ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग। ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड, सो क्या है ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड में? पहले क्या होता था कि, हाँ, ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड जैसे कहते हैं ना हम लोगों को, मनी ओरिएंटेड पर्सन है, मनी ओरिएंटेड। तो इसका इसकी हर बात, इसका हर हर एक्शन, इसका हर काम जो है पैसे के आसपास ही घूमता है। तो ऐसे ही ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड मतलब जितना भी काम होगा ना इस लैंग्वेज में, सारा ऑब्जेक्ट के थ्रू ही होगा। ऑब्जेक्ट से ही करोगे आप, मेथड कॉल करोगे या वेरिएबल कॉल करोगे, चाहे मतलब इनहेरिटेंस भी लगाओगे तो फाइनली ऑब्जेक्ट बना करके ही कुछ कुछ कॉल करोगे। आपस में एक एक क्लास दूसरी क्लास से बातचीत करेगी, तो भी वो एक क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट बनाएगी तो दूसरी क्लास के मेथड को कॉल करेगी, तो वो कम्युनिकेशन। तो ये सब सारा कुछ ऑब्जेक्ट के आसपास ही घूमेगा इस पाइथन लैंग्वेज के अंदर। सबसे मजेदार चीज़ पता है क्या है? पाइथन बहुत आसान है सीखना इसको। मैं सोचता था कि पाइथन में अब सीख, जावा में हूँ और पाइथन में जाऊँगा तो प्रॉब्लम आएगी। लेकिन पाइथन बहुत ही आसान है। जो काम जावा में 10-20 लाइन में होता है
Ashish,
वो।
I think he has a problem with Hindi.
Okay, okay, okay. Fine. I can speak in English. I can speak in English, no issue. So, so what I'm saying, you know, in structural programming language, what used to happen? We have different. We just keep creating methods and methods and methods and keep calling either all methods in sequence from the main method. Main was the main, or we can do what we can do. A can be called from B, B can be called from C. This was the approach in the structural programming language. But in object oriented programming, everything is going around object. Like like one example I just told, money oriented people. So money oriented people always keep thinking about money. They speak up every time they speak, they talk about money. Their action, their behavior, everything goes around the money. Same way objects. So in Python language, everything goes around the object. Whatever function we want to call, whatever variable we want to display, we need to create the object, and then only things can be done. Operation performance means so yeah. So we have understood what is object oriented. Now if everything is goes around the object, so object of which kind of thing? Which so We have a class, and instance of class is called a object. Is called object. Okay. So what is class? In programming, everything is imagined in terms of class. Okay. Suppose we have a book. In real world entity can be changed into the class. Suppose there is a book. So every physical thing has some property and some behavior. So book has some price, some pages. So these
नहीं
are
नहीं अभी नहीं चेक
okay. These are the
मैं चलती हूँ हाँ
property.
आप करवाओ ना अरे नहीं ठीक है
Let me just mute. So these are the properties of book. You if you give any example like book, almirah, everything has some properties, some behaviors. So we have a drawer, we have a laptop. So in real world entity, anything can be converted into class because everything has some properties and some behaviors. And behaviors, you can say behavior functions. Okay. So properties are like attributes. So book has some color, book has some pages. Okay. Almirah has some color, height, width. Okay. Vehicle has some like mileage, some like color, company, number of wheels. So we have different properties and different functions for each entity. So everything will goes around class, and if we want to use the properties and the behaviors of that class, we need to create the object. Then only we can be able to. So Python is a very nice language. Means I work in Java technology, so I was thinking it may be difficult, but in Java things are completed in 20 lines, but in Python these are like the same task can be achieved into 2-3 lines only, and it is very nice. It can be used for web application development, so you can create the backend services, backend REST services, which is Django framework. Using Django framework, you can create scripting. If you know about Linux, so in Linux you can create bash commands, AWT filter, or different scripting you can use in Linux. So same thing we can use in Python also. In scripting also, and it is used in data analysis. It is used in scraping. Web scraping is copying some data from the website. Suppose you want to search some text from different websites. So it can be easily done by just writing a simple Python program using some library, and you can extract the text from the website. You can extract the image. You can extract the video. Many technologies. Many people like they keep and catch keep stealing the data from different website and create a new website just by copying some data from here and there. So this is also good advantage of doing web scraping, scrolling, I think, scraping. Yeah. So let's see how we can use this Python language. So for Python language, we need one software which is Python. It has different version. As of now, I think 3.9 and 3.10 is available in the market. Okay. So this software we can create a simple Python program in Notepad file, and in the command prompt we can simply run it. So there is nothing else required. But for easiness, we use IDE. IDE is what integrated development environment. So there are many IDEs, Jupyter and Visual Studio. We have different IDs, so it makes our life very easy. If you write some program in the Notepad, you need to remember the method name, remember the methods, in which class these methods are available. But in these IDs, Jupyter, if you just press click after a method, after a class, if you click on dot and put a space, it will automatically give you the pop-up with a list of different method names available into that class. I will show you how it works. So we need one software Python, we need one IDE, It can be anything, Jupyter, PyCharm. There are many kind of different IDs available. So Anaconda is one of the Anaconda. Anaconda. Anaconda comes with everything. It has IDE also. It has Python software also. So the moment you install Anaconda software, it internally install the Python, and also it install the IDE for your use. Otherwise, you have to install it separately, Python separately and Jupyter separately. But Anaconda gives you this flexibility. So now for running the okay, I show you both ways. Let's install Python individually. How it can be installed? Python download. So we have this website. Easily you can go there. As of now, 3.12 version is available. We can download any version, but all releases. Let's check different releases. 3.12, 3.10. So uh, actually, latest version. Latest. We should not try latest version because there may be some bugs also. So we can go with either 3.9 or 3.10. So if I let's install 3.11. Last one was 3.11. Yeah, this one is fine. So if I install this from where, yeah, here is the downloading link. If you go there for Windows, where is the Windows? I have Windows machine, so I am installing this. I have Windows 64-bit. So based on your machine, you can install your this software. So if I click here, it is getting downloaded. So download Python. So yeah. So if I double click it, it will ask me, do you want to set the path? If I click on it, it will automatically set the path in my local system. So if I click on command prompt and type Python, it will automatically give me the Python. Otherwise, if I will not set it, I need to set it manually in the class path or system path somewhere. So yeah, I'm installing it. Install now. Yes. 3.11. So I have also installed Anaconda in my system apart from this software. So both ways I will show you how things will work. Installing. So meanwhile it is being installed. So there are three ways you can run your Python program. So one is writing directly on Python command prompt. Okay. Second one is creating a file, and put and execute that file in and give the path in prompt in Python shell con. And third is you can create a Jupyter notebook, and there you can write the program and execute it simultaneously. Jupyter notebook. So when we create a program, when we create a file, then we need to give extension py. When Jupyter creates the file, it creates something like that, ipy. I don't remember. I will just check it. So let's see. I think this has been installed already. Yeah, close. Now if I go to prompt, command prompt, and if I type here Python, you can see it has given me the version which I have just installed, Python 3.11, and it is also asking me to write anything. So this is the input window, and after giving some command, when I will enter, it will give me the result. Let me do something calculation. So this is the input window and this is the output window. 3 plus 2 is 5. So we can write anything here and it will display me whatever I want to. Now if I want to run same thing from the file, how we can do it? Okay, I show you with using the Visual Studio, how it works. Visual Studio, download Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio Code. Or I can also write into the Notepad file while it is being downloaded. Visual Studio Code, first tab. Yeah. So if I write something here, print first class. Okay. And I don't remember whether we need to give the semicolon or not, but let's see. I need to save this file. Anywhere you can save this file to. Suppose I am saving it to E drive. E drive first program prg.py. Py extension I need to give. Okay. And then if I go to E drive, where is the E drive? This is the file. I need to take the properties. This is E drive and first program.py. So here I need to give, first I need to exit from here. For exit from this prompt, I need to type quit. And then I need to type Python command and I need to give the path. E drive, my file name is first program. Okay. So it is typing me whatever I have written into this py file. So I can keep changing, keep adding a equals to 1, print a. So this way I can work in Notepad also, and it keep seeing the output in the command prompt. So generally in offices, we just keep writing different programs into the one file only, and we run this command and it keeps executing everything into this from this file. Okay, so the way we means we created the file into this, same way we can also create the file into the Visual Code Studio. So it is ID, and in this ID, whatever we have written in the Notepad, same can be written. And what is the benefit of this ID? Actually, this ID is used with so many people if they are working on Angular, React, Java, or Python, or anything. So same ID works for all. We just need to add open with code context menu. We just need to add some plugins based on the requirement, and it will fulfill our requirements. Setup is preparing to install on your computer. Preparing to install. Yeah. Let's see how it looks like. This code.exe. First, we need to understand some language requires we can write things line by line, one after another. But sometimes some language requires some indentation also. Like if you want to start if condition or else condition or do while condition, it requires some tab. After then only interpreter will understand how it is working, how and what command you are giving. So first you need to understand what is interpreter and what is compiler. So Java is compiled language. So whatever we write in the Java, we need to give Java C and the file name, and it will generate the bytecode, and then we need to run this thing. First, okay. So what compiler does, it execute whole lines in one go and convert it into the machine code, and then this is the file name of the machine code, and it executes the result, gives the result. But Python is not like that. Python is an interpreter language, so it executes thing one by one. So if you have done some mistake in the second line, it will stop there and it will ask you to correct that line. Then only you will be able to proceed further. So this is Python is an interpreter language. So let's see. This is the Visual Code ID and dark mode, light mode. Light mode I like. So color theme, it is fine. Choose the light mode is fine. What I need to do? Opt out about color theme. Light mode, default light mode. I'm okay. Fine. Let's create a new file, new text file. Okay. So here we can create a new file. Whatever I have written in the notepad, same thing I can write into the Visual Code also. And I need to save this file. It will ask me the path where you want to save it. Suppose I can create a new folder here, VS, Visual Code. So test1.py. Okay. So now I can again run the same file, Python eDrive vc slash test.py. So same thing. We can, this ID provides us different softwares. Like we can search Python and sorry, extension. Yeah, it has different extensions for Python. So if I, yeah, Python indentation. So this software automatically indent things. Okay, so we can simply install this software. It will take care of everything. It has also the IntelliSense. IntelliSense means whenever you click on the dot, it will give you the methods, different methods which are available in the class. And so you can, whenever you install something, you can see how many number of users are already using those things. So here you can see number of users. So based on this, I install different things. Okay, so these two extension I have installed. Let's see how things work. In the last, first I show you the Anaconda environment also. I have installed the Anaconda. First I have downloaded the file and installed by clicking on next and next and next. So it will give me the Jupyter. Jupyter. Where is the Jupyter? Jupyter notebook. Yeah, I need to click on Jupyter notebook. So it will take some time. Yeah, it is starting. Internally it takes the reference Python 3.9, I guess. So it is starting. Jupyter Lab, Google Chrome. Okay, so this is how Jupyter first page would look like. So what you need to do, you need to create a new, here Python version is there, you need to select that version. Then you can create a new so yeah, it will give you this this file. You can change the file name also, first program, and you can, whatever we have written there in the notepad, same thing you can write here also. So after writing things, you just need to click shift enter. After clicking shift enter, you will get the output. Those things you can do means line by line also. So then it will give you one by one thing. So if you print here, that is also fine. So it's on us how we want to get the output. So this is in the Jupyter side. So now let's see in the last class what sir has explained us. Programming fundamentals of Python. Hmm. So programming fundamentals, variables. So first thing comes variable. How you write the variable. So actually in different language we have different mechanism to create the variables. So Python is called dynamic initialization, which means whatever value you will give on the right side, based on it, based on that it will decide what is the variable type. So as I'm giving a number, so it will consider this data type as a, what happened, just shift insert. Okay, yeah. So we can print the variable price. Okay, so if I assign it to some string is string value is given into double quotes or single quotes, then what we can see here, shift ASDF. So we have different types: numeric, alphanumeric, float variables. So based on the value, it can be assigned to variable, and variable can decide which kind of variable it is. So we have a type function which tell us what kind of data type it is holding. So price is holding as of now string type value inside it. So for variable, if you want to understand it better, so in computer we have different memory area. Suppose yeah, suppose we have this. This is the memory area. If you type price equals to 20, so what happens inside memory? There are some addresses like 1001. So this 20 value is stored somewhere on this address, and this address we are referring with the variable price. So this price is actually referring to this address, and this address contains this value 20. This is how internally variable mechanism works. Uh, so when we are assigning variable to different, suppose sum equals to price. So what happens? Um, we have we have a variable sum, and it refers to the reference variable, means reference to the address in the memory, and based on this address it can print the value 20. So that's how things works internally. So variable, we need to take care something about it. We cannot give variable names just randomly, 1 2 3 my variable. We cannot give like that. Because there are some syntax, there are some rules in the Python software. So we cannot start with variable with numeric. We also cannot give variable with like this. And generally in the software industry, we have a convention. Whatever, if you are using any variable, you need to give that variable based on the use. If you are doing sum, then variable name should be sum. If you are doing some like divide or something, or some you are calculating the flow, you are putting some result into factorial, something like that. So you need to create the variable name like that. So this is all about variables. Then then what sir has told, variables are done. String can be assigned like this. Variable things we can like we worked on, uh, like we did Python 7 plus 2 plus 7. Same way we can use variable also. We are assigning b equals to 8, c equals to a plus b, parent c. So we first put the value into variable and then we use variable for calculation purpose. Okay. Now different variables are there. We have also discussed the type. We have different type: integer type, float type. Float type is decimal value. String type is like single quote or double quote value. Variable name, we can print it. So type, it is telling the type. Example. So we can also assign the variable to two variables in one go. How we can assign? Suppose shift new a b equals to 10 20, print a and print b 10 20. So a is holding 10 value, b is holding 20 value. So it has so many things. Python is very easy and very, like, you will enjoy after using it practically one by one. So here we have different scopes. So before telling the scopes, first I should tell you the methods. So how methods are created? For creating the method, we just use def keyword, and then we use some name. Okay, we use some name, and then we put semicolon. Sorry, then a single enter will let you go into the second line in the Jupyter notebook. So okay, so the moment you enter it, whatever should come as a statement, it should be indented. If you start from here, it will give the error. So it is the beauty of Jupyter notebook. The moment you enter after semicolon, it automatically takes the indentation. Let's see how it works in the Visual Studio. This is also take care into the Visual Studio or not. Let's see. So we have created a new file. Suppose here I am writing something. Definition print hello. So here also see, I have installed the extensions, indentation extension. That's why after entering it, it is also taking some space from starting, and then only it is doing this thing. So that is very important. In Notepad, you will not be able to do so. It will not help you telling that this line should come after spacing or after a tab. So beauty of this Jupyter and the Visual Studio. So now print hello. This is the function I have just created. Okay. Now if I want to call this function, how I can call it? I can call it here in this next line also, and I can call into the separate line also. It is better to call the function into separate line for readability purpose. So print hello. Just simple command, and what it will do, it will call this method, and whatever lines has been written in this, it will execute. Okay, so now function has different things. Notepad. So function with argument, without argument. Okay, so if we are not passing here anything, that means function is without argument. If we are passing anything, if we are passing some variable here, then we need to pass here also. Okay, and it need to be like interpreted. I need to enter here, then I need to enter here, shift whatever. Okay, it gave some error. Concatenated string, not integer. Okay, it is requiring the string value, so we need to pass the string value. Let's see, hello 10. Okay, so this is argument, and when we pass it from the function, this is called parameter, and this is called argument. So function can have no argument, it can have many arguments. Okay, function can also return something. Suppose I want to return here whatever result is there, I want to return here. We need to give return command. Return command is used for returning things. And if I'm returning something from the function, then I need to have something on the left side for holding that value. So result. So now I need to execute this one, then this one. Now I need to do print result. So see, so if something is being returned, then we need to pass something for holding it. Then only you will be able to get the value from the function. What function is returning. If it is also fine if you don't do anything, but whatever value is being written, you will not be able to see it. It is also fine. Sometimes people don't want to print things. They know they do some calculation and they just return something just for confirmation. But yeah, if you want to print the value what is being written, we need to hold it. Otherwise, it will give the error. Okay, so this is one thing. So this is all about function, and then so function has different scope. If something has been defined outside, then I think we are about almost 40 minutes have passed. So far, uh, did you find any problem, or is it good? You have got understanding. We can start tomorrow also if you want.